What follows are 4 examples of how different aspects of Blitz in the East, a game by Vento Nuovo Games, is played. The examples come from the rules themselves, which cover how the different effects work in the game. For the ground movement phase, the Axis decided to take advantage of the clear weather and advance 3 units into the Soviet Union. The Romanian 3rd Alpine unit spends a single movement point to cross the Prut River. It then pays 3 movement points to move into a clear hex and then to exit and enter the zones of control of the Soviet unit. The German 11th Infantry moves across the river at a cost of 1 movement point, then moves across the Dniester River for the 2nd movement point. With 2 movement points left, it can move either into Dvinista or across the Bug River. The Romanian 4th Infantry moves across the Danube for 1 movement point, then across the Dniester for the 2nd movement point. It must now stop because it's inside the zone of control of the Soviet 2nd Cavalry and does not have 3 movement points to continue. In the attrition phase, the Axis has 70 total strength from 16 upfront ground units. The Soviets have 30 total strength from 9 upfront ground units. The 23rd Infantry is considered at triple strength because it is in Leningrad. The total strength numbers for each side are cross-indexed on the attrition table. This provides a 2-to-1 result, which is shifted 2 columns to the right for the Axis air and armor superiority, making it a 4-to-1. The result is that the Soviets take 4 hits while the Axis just 1, and earns 4 acclaimed attrition hex markers. The Axis also receives 4 battle markers thanks to having purchased the offensive chit, while the Soviets received a single air reaction marker that can be used in the upcoming attack and blitz phases. The Soviets applied their 4 hits as shown, followed by the Axis. The result allows the German RS infantry to freely advance into the hex vacated by the Soviet 5th Infantry. Next, the Axis player claims 3 advances into 3 hexes, one at a time. This causes the Soviet 21st Infantry to retreat, the Soviet 19th Infantry to retreat, taking a hit and becoming disorganized, and the Soviet 6th Infantry to be destroyed, because they are unable to retreat. Although the Axis player still has 1 of his 4 claimed attrition markers remaining, he chooses not to advance because he lacks the necessary ground units into the available hexes, or the hexes have prohibitive terrain that prevents advancing. In the advance after combat phase, the Axis player places a battle marker on Kiev and launches a ground battle with 3 full-strength units from a distance of 5 hexes. The Soviet air reaction marker does no good because no Soviet air units are within range. The Axis has 14 ground strength to the Soviet 6. The odds are set at 2-to-1, but shifted to 4-to-1 because the close air support bonus for the Axis. The roll is a 2, so 2 hits are applied to each player. The Soviet 4th tank is destroyed, and 2 hits are applied to the German 6th Infantry. The 1st Panzer and 6th Infantry now enter Kiev. In the Blitz phase, as per the previous example, the German player determines that the 1st Panzer meets the qualifications for blitzing armor. The Kleist card is currently employed. It means that the 6th Infantry and S-Air may join in the Blitz phase. With 4 battle markers gained in the attrition phase, the Germans have options. The Soviets may only respond with a single air reaction marker, which was also gained in the attrition phase. Attacking the organized cavalry at Perekop is not possible, so they instead consider attacking Odessa because the ground units are within range. The Soviet air units are out of range, and with the pincer and air support bonuses, the chances of success are at 83%. And those are some of the examples from the rulebook in Blitz in the East. Thanks for watching. The Seek Out and Play YouTube channel offers several videos on the Vento Nuovo line of games. Plus, you can keep up with the latest news by visiting our Facebook and Twitter pages. And if you want to support the channel, we have a link to our Patreon page below. and I will see you next Wednesday.